A very good morning to all of you. If we refresh our memory, yesterday we discussed cybercrime, genesis of gender cyber violence, identification, terminology, and modus operandi of 30 different gendered cyber violence like cyber harassment, threatening, blackmailing, abuse, outing, doxing, fraping, trolling, fake news, rumors, exclusion, trickery, grooming, dating abuse, morphing, hacking, bullying, stalking, cyber impersonation, cyber defamation, pornography, non-consensual sharing of image, recording and distribution of sexual contents without permission, identity theft, data modifications, spyware, keylogger, phishing, wishing, etc. etc. I hope you might have remembered the terminology by now. Then we also discussed the laws and acts pertaining to the gender cyber violence, in which we discussed the sections of IT Act, section 43, 66, 66C, 66E, 67, 67A, 67B, 72, 78, 80. That is regarding the damage of computer system, that is punishment, tampering with the computer resource document, identity theft, cheating by personation, punishment for publishing or transmitting obscene material, material containing sexually explicit act, material containing children's sexually explicit act, breach of confidentiality and privacy, power to investigate such and seizure, and 3 sections of Indecent Representation of the Women, Prohibition Act, section 3, 4, and 6, and 28 sections of IPC related books, public servant, disobeying direction under law, sale, etc., obscene books, etc., sale of obscene objects to young persons, obscene act and songs causing miscarriage with the women consent, voluntary causing grievous hurt by use of acid, assault or criminal force through women with intent to outrage her modesty, sexual harassment, disrobe, voyeurism, stalking, rape, gang rape, defamation under various sections of IPC, right from section 166A, 292, 293, 294, 313, 326, 326B, 354, 354A, 354B, 354C, 354D, 370, 375, 376, 376A, 76AB, 376B, 376C, 376D, 376DA, DB, 376E, 499, 500, 506, 507, and 9 sections of protection of children from the sexual assault called by the name POCSO Act. That is important. Then that is regarding the sexual assault, sexual harassment, using child for pornography purposes, storage of pornography material involving child, etc. Sections 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 42 of the POCSO Act. We also discussed various reasons why the offenses related to the gender cyber offenses are not reported. The reasons came out like mindset of society in pursuing such reporting, not supporting by family members and friends, lack of proper knowledge of law and to the victim, and not trusting the criminal justice system. That is what we discussed yesterday in 3 sessions. The purpose to recapitulate yesterday's session is just to prepare the roadmap to achieve the mission of Professor Dadhij, our esteemed dean, to disseminate legal knowledge about gender cybercrime to the public through you, young lawyers and young would-be graduates, the law students. Now, in today's session, we will discuss how to prevent this gender cybercrime. We know what is gender cybercrime. We know the trajectory of gender cybercrime. So then how to protect and how to prevent from the gender cybercrime? We are constrained ourselves to the gender cybercrime. It's a part of the cybercrime. So the protection from gender cyber violence is twofold. The first is the protection of computer, laptop, internet, Wi-Fi, hotspot, means the computer resources. As we have discussed in the trajectory of commission of this crime, the culprit will access the laptop or smartphone of the user victim, her internet and Wi-Fi network, and through that her social media platform to get the vulnerability or the personal information of the victim. That is the trajectory of the offense, so the violence. All these computer resources are protected by security features like password, etc. So the password of all the infrastructure, to say laptop, smartphone, internet, Wi-Fi, operating system, social media platform, should be secured. So the first thing is the password, and the password should be unique, strong, unguessable, and two-factor authentication, and unbreakable. And that should be constructed, these passwords should be constructed by the using the maybe constructed by using the phrases and the lower and upper characters, special characters not less than 8 in number. We will discuss all that in the next session, how to create the passwords, strong passwords, and that will be through the hands-on practice also. So mostly the girls or the women are using smartphone. Hence, a special attention is required for the safe use of smartphone, and the precautions may be taken. Some of these are, uh, first thing is, we are talking about the precautions taken to protect your smartphone, because basically the offender attacks the smartphone. Because smartphone, there is the internet access in the smartphone, there is the operating system. So everything is available there. The social sites he can access through the smartphone. So we have to protect the smartphone first. So to protect the smartphone, there are certain do's and don'ts. So we are discussing those. Number one is always keep your mobile or smartphone device in your custody. As all mail services, networking sites, banking application, and online shopping websites use two-way authentication, because the OTP comes on your phone. So all notifications for account and application security, password, recovery, one-time password, OTP, browser notification, notification in case of unauthorized access are received in the mobile only. So always keep the mobile device under your custody. Now the second thing is always keep the device locking system enabled. Sometimes we disable, we don't enable the locking system. It is there, it exists there, like, but we don't use it. Change the default settings of the service provider. Then the third important is enable screen locking system like pin, pattern, then fingerprint, sensor, face sensor, SIM lock. You enable all these systems. Then install applications from trusted and authentic sources only. Whenever you install any application, always install it from the authentic source. And Android with Play Store, you have the Android phone, it should be with the Play Store. Apple iOS with App Store, and Windows phone with Microsoft Store are the authentic mobile operating system in our smartphones. So always remember to install from the trusted authentic source. Now disable unknown source and developer mode, because untrusted and unknown source may install malicious applications in your phone. So always remember. Then control your mobile application permissions. Read carefully and verify before accepting the application permission. For it, go to the app permission and reset it. For it, go to the app permission, and to review the permission on your mobile, follow the instructions under the permission on or off for the feature calendar, camera, contacts, locations, microphone, phone, SMS, storage, body sensors, etc. Beware from the fake applications from trusted sources, especially on net banking applications, payment gateway, and social media platform. Always confirm the name of the mobile application from official website of the source before installation. Also see the number of downloads, user reviews, comments before installation, because there are fake applications also available. Do not install mobile applications hotlisted by Government of India like Weibo, WeChat, Sri, Truecaller, UC News, UC Browser. These are all. So Don't install the mobile applications which are hotlisted by Government of India. Always use a licensed operating system. The operating system very important, and licensed antivirus program. Never use free and cracked or pirated antivirus or software. Install anti-theft or phone finder application in your mobile, so that anytime your smartphone is lost, you can recover it. It helps in recovering the phone. Then record the IEMI number, International Mobile Equipment Identity Number. I think everybody knows it, IEMI. We use so that in case of loss of theft, if it may be traced out, it is printed on the, where can you see? It is printed on the bill when you purchase it, and also printed on the phone just below the battery. You can see that. Then you can know it by pressing star hash 06 hash seen on the screen. The other most important preventive measure is to be aware with the safe use of social media, because most of your personal informations, or you can say the vulnerabilities, your vulnerabilities are noticed on the social media sites by the offender. So you have to be well aware with the safe use of social media. So while registering on social media, all the features of the social media, type of social media, use and utility of the social media, and its security feature must be checked by the user woman or girl before registering. It should also be decided whether the social media platform is required and beneficial for the user, or the user wants to register on it just for the fun. You have to be very careful. Before registering and using the social media, one should also review the account settings and must know the characteristics of social media, legal age to access, and required permission to access the application from service provider. Normally, the minimum age required is 13 years, but in some social media, the minimum age is above 13 years. That, like WhatsApp, requires 16 years of minimum age, YouTube 18 years, LinkedIn 14 years, WeChat 18 years, Tinder 18 years. This chart, this PPT, is elaborating the characteristic, the legal age, and permission required, etc., of the most used first 15 media sites. The Facebook, you can see the number of users in India and worldwide, the total population. So this is 26 crore, now 238 crore and 137 crore. That is the population of India, and 771 crore is the population, world population, total population, world population. So out of that, 26 crores are registered on the, out of 137 crore, 26 crores are registered on the Facebook. And the permission required is camera, contacts, location, storage, etc. So in the last column is the permission required to access. And in the fourth column, fourth is the legal age for access. So for the Facebook, the legal is 13 years, WhatsApp 16 years, YouTube 18 years, Twitter 13 years, and then Instagram 13 years, LinkedIn 14 years, Pinterest 13 years, WeChat 18 years, and characteristics are also given. What is the purpose of WeChat? Use of messaging and calling. The Tumblr is microblogging platform like Twitter. Then Reddit for updating feed to breaking news, fun stories, pictures. Then Snapchat, Skype, Tinder. We were discussing about the Tinder yesterday. It's the location-based online dating site. So these are the top 15 most used social sites. At the time of registration, the service provider requires certain permissions, as we discussed yesterday also, to be given by the user like calendar, camera, contacts, location, microphone, phone, SMS, storage and body sensor, etc. The user should very intelligently decide what permissions are to be given for the particular social media sites. The user should not be casual in giving the permissions. This is one of the major vulnerabilities in accessing the personal information by the cyber culprit. So be very cautious. The user should be equally intelligent in deciding the privacy settings. The most important two things with the social site. First is the selection, and then second is the permission, and the third one is the privacy settings. So once review your all privacy settings in social network websites, edit your these settings for your safety. They are very essential. Then who can see your stuff? You have to set the privacy setting. They ask who can see your stuff, who can contact you. What I do if someone bothering me, then who can look me up, who can send you friend request, review all photos and tweets on your timeline. Then timeline and tagging options, password, mobile or browser notifications, then trusted contacts, so that in case of emergency they can be contacted. So there should be a list of trusted number of contact number of trusted contacts. Then search engine presence, then report options. You should check and set all these options, the privacy settings. Then one thing more, always be respectful on the social network site. It is not a playground, it is a public place. Whatever you write, you paste on the social sites, it is seen by the whole world, it is open to all. Then protect your reputation on social networks. What you post online stays online. Think twice before posting status, pictures you would not want your parents, friends, and employer to see. So don't paste those. So this is a cardinal principle. Keep personal information personal. Be cautious about how much personal information you provide on social networking sites. Your home address, mobile number, and friends' information should also be private. It should not be public. Use caution when you click links on posts, chats, messages which are looking malicious and false and fake, then avoid them. You should always be very particular about that. Be aware from strangers and fake identities. Don't accept their friends' requests if they are unknown to you. And the most important to remember. And don't believe on rumors. Don't believe everything you read online. There is a Chinese proverb. If you believe what you read, better not read. So if you believe on all the posts on your internet, better not read. Beware from the third party applications like games, predictions, etc. Be careful when you access your social networking accounts at public computers. Don't give username and password to previously open page. Click and check the URL first and then give login credentials. To find official page, celebrity, politician and brands check blue check mark on their page. Sometimes criminals make a fake page and ID of renowned people and get connected with unaware people through chat and messages, and they get all your information. You think that this is the page of a celebrity, so you put all your credentials or your private information on that, but that is the hacker's page, not the celebrity's page. Be honest if you are uncomfortable. If a friend posts something about you that makes you uncomfortable or you think it is inappropriate on social networking sites, let them know. Likewise, stay open minded if a friend approaches you because something you have posted makes him or her uncomfortable. people have different tolerance levels on their personal identity. So don't violate your institution or company or employer on social networking policies. Your institution must be having the social network policy. You must know what is the social networking policy of your institute. So don't violate that. Then forget the popularity contest. That is very important. For example, most friends, most likes, and most shares, etc. It is not a game. It is your own identity. Just please keep your identity safe and protected. These security features and precautionary measures should be taken by the user victim. If she protects all her computer resources from unauthorized access, the probability of gendered cyber attack is reduced to a great extent. The knowledge of safe use of computer, safe use of laptop, safe use of smartphone, safe use of internet, safe use of Wi-Fi, and the safe registration at social media sites and various mobile applications, your banking applications. That is the essential for prevention and safety from gender cyber violence.